He's so bossy, he's so pompous, he's so prim.
Having fun, Riddler?
Oh, God, you make me jump. You shouldn't go creeping up on folks like that.
And you shouldn't be doing that, should you?
Huh? Why shouldn't I? I don't want Mossop to be Chief Riddler.
Why not? I think he'd make a very good one.
Oh, I don't. Oh, he's bossy enough as it is. Always telling me what to do. If he were Chief Riddler, he'd be even worse.
Mossop's been very good to you. And if he tells you off now and then, well, it's usually for your own good. In any case, it's not fair to rip his posters down. And just look at the mess you've made in Marjorie's garden.
I was going to pick him up later.
Well, see that you do. And don't go tearing any more down. You promise me now?
All right, I promise.
Good.
Got an old spoiled sport. He's almost as bad as Mossop, telling me what to do.
Do you really need a box that big for the elections, Mossop?
Oh, yes, Marjorie, it's got to be that big to take all the votes. All the Riddlers and Tiddlers in these parts are entitled to vote in this election.
What, even the very young ones like Middler?
Of course. You see, the Chief Riddler is chief over everybody. So everybody should have a say in who it's going to be.
Do you really think it's going to be you, Mossop?
Oh, I hope so. I do hope so. Let's say I am quietly confident that I shall be the next one to wear the sacred onions.
The what?
The sacred onions, Marjorie. The symbol of the Chief Riddler's authority.
Onions?
Yes, onions. Look, you've got a mare, haven't you? I've seen her picture in the paper. Well, she wears a dingly-dangly thing round her neck to show that she's boss of the town. Well, it's the same with the Chief Riddler, only we use a string of onions.
They're placed around his neck when he's elected. It's a very moving moment. And then everybody at the ceremony sings Hail to the Chief. Hail to the chief of all the Riddlers. Hail to the chief, the one we all obey, the one who stand beside us to lead us and to guide us. Hail to the new chief today.
Hail to the
chief of all the Riddlers.
Hail to the Chief!
The one who leads the way,
The one we choose to rule us, to teach us and to school us. Hail to the new Chief!
praise to the new chief.
Oh, we've got a new Chief today. Oh, just think, when all the votes are counted, they could be singing that song to me. Marjorie! Marjorie! Come and look what I've done! Oh, yes? Up to some mischief, I suppose. I don't suppose it's got anything to do with them bits of paper littering up the garden, has it? Bits of paper? Yes, bits of paper, Middler. I didn't get a chance to read them, but they're making the garden look an awful mess. Oh, what's that for?
That's the box that holds all the votes for the election. Didn't you know?
Well, I don't suppose he's voted before. Have you, Middler?
No, I haven't. I don't even know how to vote. Oh, don't you? Well, let me show you, Middler. You see, you get a bit of paper, like this. And it's got names printed all over it, and you've got to look all over it for the name Mossop, okay? Like that. And you've put a big cross next to it to show that's who you're voting for, right?
Hold on a minute, Mossop. Your name won't be the only name on the piece of paper. Your opponent's name will be there as well.
More's the pity. All right. There. Satisfied?
Well, it's not quite as clear as your name, is it? It doesn't stand out nearly as much.
Yeah, well, it doesn't need to, does it? The important thing is for him to find the name Mossop, because that's who he's voting for, right?
Oh, yeah? Oh, let's see if I got the hang of this.
Okay.
You put a cross next to the name of the person you're voting for.
Right.
So just supposing anybody was daft enough to vote for hands up.
The very idea.
Then they put a cross just there.
No. Just show you.
Oh, I
Here.
see. Then you just take the piece of paper
Yeah.
and put it in this box.
Hey, don't do it!
Well, what a surprise, Mossop. After all the bad things you've said about Hands Up, you've been and gone and voted for her.
I never did.
You have. We all saw you put your cross against Hands Up name, and now you'll vote safely in the box. Ta-da!
Just,
He really caught you out this time, Mossop.
I'll never live this down. Me, voting for Hands Up. I've got to get that bit of paper back.
Be careful you don't get your hands stuck. Yeah.
Oh.
Mossop.
Dear. Come here.
Only he could do that, Anne. Is there any sign of him yet?
No, not yet. I do wish he'd let us go with him. I would have loved to have been there when they counted the votes.
I know why he didn't want us to go with him.
Why?
Because he didn't want us to see him lose, that's why.
Look! He's coming now!
How does he look? Does he seem happy?
Well, no, not exactly.
Oh, there-
His eyes look a bit red.
Oh,
No,
no.
if I didn't know him any better, I'd say he'd been crying.
Don't tell me he lost.
He lost.
Shut up.
Come on, we better go and meet him. Oh, Mossop, I am sorry.
Eh? What for?
You must be so disappointed and miserable.
Miserable? Well, why should I be miserable, Tiddle? I've just been made Chief Riddler.
You mean you won?
Yes, of course I did.
Oh, congratulations, Mossop. Only I saw your eyes and I thought you'd been crying.
Ah, well, as a matter of fact, I have been crying, yes.
Oh, the emotion of the event, eh?
No, the onions. Did enough make your eyes water, these sacred onions, when they hang around your neck. Riddler. Just the young scamp I wanted to see. I wanted to talk to you about this.
Wick, I'm off.
No, come back here now. Come back here.
Wick.
Good shot, Mossop. He's a Chief Riddler who really knows his onions. He knows his onions.
Very funny, Diddler.
It was funny, wasn't it?